everyone, my name is Chidi and this video is all about 5 places that you can visit on your next trip to Bali, Indonesia. If you don't know me, my name is Chidi. Like I just said, I quit my corporate job in 2019 and decided to move halfway across the world to Bali, Indonesia, and it has been such an incredible experience. I have stayed in over 40 different villas on the island, and so I decided today that I wanted to put together a video to show you some of my top 5 favorite places that I have stayed so far in Bali. So if you're interested in watching, definitely stay tuned, and of course, like, comment, subscribe, share this video, support this channel. I'm going to be bringing you guys a lot more videos on Bali, life in Bali, living as an expat, traveling the world while building a business, and all that jazz. So definitely stay tuned for that. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So my first recommendation would be Camaya Villas, Bali. These are some of the most popular villas to stay in Bali, and I would say exclusive because it was so hard to get a reservation here. I mean, they get booked out a year in advance. I mean, I constantly was checking for reservations because I wanted to stay here so badly, and I finally got to. So I would suggest, if you're planning on staying here, definitely make sure that you're planning your trip at least 6 months to a year in advance and making your booking early so that you find dates that work with your travel dates. But these villas were so well worth it. When I got there, I was blown away. First of all, those views were incredible. So they have views of the rice fields and the rice terraces, and it was just absolutely amazing. I mean, sunrise and sunsets were gorgeous from these villas. It's really like a Zen getaway. Like, you're absolutely immersed in nature. The villas are made to be eco-friendly and kind of play off of the surrounding environment, and I just had the best time here. They have about 5 different villas on the property, and each villa is completely unique in design, and so you can choose whichever villa you love the best. They have all of them are just beautiful. So regardless of which one you stay in, they're all amazing. They're all made out of bamboo. And one thing I was a little bit worried about was staying in the middle of the jungle in bamboo type open schemed villas, but it was such a fun experience. And actually, when you go to sleep, all you have to do is just pull over those mosquito nets and you don't have to worry about bugs. But other than that, it makes the experience really to just be in nature and get to just switch off for a little bit. And how often do we really just switch off and just go on vacation and just really relax? And you get to do that with these villas. So I absolutely loved my time there. I really just got to relax and kick back and just appreciate the surrounding environment, and it was just the best ever experience. The service in the villas as well was amazing. We were so well taken care of. We got really good food as well. The amenities were great. So I would highly recommend putting this on your list if you're planning on staying in Bali, at least for 2 nights, and you won't regret it. I promise you will not regret it. In terms of pricing, the villas start at about $200 per night, and some of them are about a little bit more expensive depending on the size of the villa that you choose. But yeah, so they range in size, but generally a little bit more on the pricey range for Bali. But again, I definitely recommend it if you're looking to splurge a little bit during your vacation in Bali. All right, now let's get into number 2. One thing I love about Bali is the architecture, and I love the way that a lot of the villas in Bali blend in that modern taste with traditional Balinese style. And so many of the villas that I have really come to love and appreciate was just because of how incredible the architecture was. And so Bali Flow Villa has to be one of my top villas to stay in Bali, completely because of the architecture and the design and just how intricate everything is and so well thought out. So these villas are located, well, this villa, it's one villa, and it's a 3-bedroom villa located in Ubud, Bali, in the middle of the rice fields. The pool overlooks the rice paddies. I mean, the views were spectacular. This is definitely a 5-star villa in my opinion. The service was great as well. You have a private team that is at your service to provide whatever you need. So you can get on-call massages, you get food in your house and a chef. They come and clean the house and the villa daily for you. So you really don't have to worry about anything. And the price starts at about $360, well, $300 per night. And it's a 3-bedroom villa. So of course you get to split that amongst you and your friends. But let's get into how amazing the architecture is. It reminds me of kind of like a concert hall. Like when you walk into the villas, I was like, wow. So the living room is designed to almost mimic an amphitheater, and they have a piano, and the kitchen was just beautiful, and the rooms are located on the ground floor, so you can walk out of your room right to the pool and you get those views. I mean, I just had the most amazing time staying here, and I highly recommend it if you love that modern architecture, very simplistic but has character. And so definitely one of my top villas to stay in. I was blown away. And I do think as well you need to be booking this ahead of time, but it's not as crazy as Camaya where it's like you can't ever find reservations. So definitely check them out. Bali Flow Villas, they were amazing villas to stay in. And my next option as well is very close to Bali Flow Villas. It's called Dragon House Bali, and this villa as well, I was blown away by the design. A lot of the villas I stayed in, I'm just like, wow, who came up with these concepts? Because honey, you did a great job. And I've been gathering inspiration for my own villa. I'm actually building a property right now in Bali. I'm really excited. It's my first home. I purchased the land in December, and now we're currently working on it, and we're at about 70% completion, which is so exciting. So yeah, and I've been drawing inspiration from all of these different properties that I've stayed in Bali so far to create my home. And so yeah, I'm really excited for that, and I will definitely be sharing more on that journey. But back to what I was talking about, Dragon House Bali. These villas almost remind me of kind of like they've taken inspiration from like Chinese and Indian influences and art. And so when you walk in, it's just such a zen feeling. And I just felt like all negative and bad energy was just left at the door, and you're coming into this like oasis of just calmness and peace. And I really love that about this villa, and I love the way that they designed the home. It wasn't too much in terms of just the furniture and all of that, and everything just had a great balance. So I'm getting into too much here, but absolutely amazing villa. And this was a 4-bedroom villa with a private pool, again with private service and all that jazz. And this starts out at about $280 a night, and of course you're splitting that with multiple friends. You can have about 8 or 10 people sleeping in this villa. So I mean, you get to split that with a group of people, so it's really great for that. And yeah, this is also located in Ubud, Bali, and again, just an absolutely stunning villa. The master bathroom, like what? When I walked in that master bathroom, I was like, Jesus Christ, this is amazing. The tub was huge, the bathroom was huge, the master bedroom was amazing, and right by the villa, actually, there's like a stream, and you're just right in the middle of the jungle. It just feels so great. I highly recommend spending at least 1 or 2 nights if you're traveling with a group. It's a great, great, great option. All right, let's get into the next one.
We got everything we need right here. Wine and burning chemistry. You and me alone. You and me alone. Inside of our embassy.
Right, so I had to put Ayona Villa Bali on this list because Ayona Villas were one of the best villas I've stayed in. This one is not in Ubud, but it is located in Canggu, in the Canggu Seminyak area. And these villas are so luxurious, definitely more of a romantic style villa. So if you're a couple coming to Bali, then I would recommend staying here. Hey, I went by myself and I had a great time. Sometimes you got to take that solo self-care getaway, and this was perfect for that. I actually got them to arrange a flower pool for me, which was really cool. And when I came in as well, they had the towels arranged as like a little heart. I had some champagne, I got some food, I relaxed, I had a great time, and I actually jumped into the pool with all the flowers. I love a good flower pool. They had a bathtub with rose petals in them. I just had the best time ever. These villas are about $120 a night, and very luxurious, very high end, great service as well. I mean, all the villas in Bali that I've stayed in have always had great service. That's one thing that I would say Bali does so well, is giving you that value for your money. Impeccable hospitality, impeccable service. So you're really going to get that in most places that you stay in. I've never had a bad experience with that in all of the villas that I've stayed in. The Ayona Villas Bali, definitely a really, really good option. And the location as well is great because you are located next to a lot of restaurants. There's a nail studio nearby. There's shopping nearby. You're really close to the center of everything. And so these are a great option for your next trip to Bali. If you're going to be staying in the Seminyak Canggu area, this is definitely a good option for you to consider. And yeah, so definitely check it out. Try out the flower pool. I loved it so much. It's definitely one of those things I feel like if you have the option, you should do it. Try out the flower pool. You can also order a floating breakfast to your villa. They also do like a romantic dine-in experience, so you can do like a candlelit dinner. If you're thinking of proposing on your trip to Bali or something like that, if you're coming as a couple or honeymoon, this is definitely the villa for you because, I mean, they have so many cool options for couples, or, you know, for people like me who like to, you know, travel by themselves and do fun shit by themselves. Treat yourself and try this villa out. And the last option for you to stay in on your next trip to Bali would be Bubble Hotel Bali. Bubble Hotel Villas, or Bubble Hotel Bubble? I'm not sure what to call it, but it's a bubble in the middle of the jungle with amazing views, again, as always, as all the options on this list. And so you'll be staying in a bubble, and there's a bed, there's actually air conditioning, there are plugs so you can charge your phone, there's Wi-Fi, and you're right in the middle of the jungle with incredible views. Great service as well. You could actually have a bonfire, you could do a barbecue, they have hookah, so you get that fun, like, just zen getaway, adventure, all that jazz in this type of experience. A lot of people are worried about nature and all that stuff. The bathroom is outside. It's an open plan bathroom, but other than that, I mean, I think you should try it for at least one night. Give it a try. You would really love it if you're someone who likes to be outdoors. It's such a unique thing to have experienced, and I had such a great time staying there. bugs aren't really a problem, and they weren't really a problem when you actually get into the bubble, and they teach you how to open the bubble and get in and close it and all that stuff. So it's very it was very low maintenance for me. I was worried about how I was going to get in and get out, but I actually had such a great time staying there. I stayed there for one night, and I just had the best time ever. And some of my favorite pictures that I've taken in Bali were actually taken there. So again, I highly recommend it, and yeah, you won't regret it. But make sure when you're staying at the Bubble Hotel, they have so many different options around Bali, and some of them are really on the low end. Some of them don't have air conditioning. Some of them, the mattress is on the floor, and you don't want to be paying $100 a night to sleep on the floor or to not have all of the great amenities. So make sure that you're booking. I would recommend booking Bubble Hotels Bali, but book the options that are in Ubud, because some of them are actually on the beach, and the walk is like a 40-minute walk to the location. It's way out there, which I really didn't like, which I don't like or don't recommend. So I recommend you stay at the Bubble Hotel Bali Villas, the ones located in Ubud, and they're actually located on a private property, and there's many bubbles on the property, but of course there's privacy, so you're not really gonna see your neighbors or anything like that, but the views are also much nicer, and the actual style of the bubble as well is much nicer. So I would highly recommend giving that a try on your next trip to Bali. All right, guys, so those are my 5 tips. Is it 5 or 6? Those are my top places for you to stay on your next trip to Bali. As always, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and join me for my next video. I will definitely be doing a part 2, and I'll be including a lot more options in terms of affordability, because really in Bali there's so many different options of places to stay. You can find places for $20 a night to $500 a night. It really just depends. And of course, you have the options to stay in private villas or in hotels. I personally prefer to stay in private villas. I feel like I get more value for my money. I mean, in terms of pricing, you're gonna get about the same price range, but with a hotel you're gonna get more of a room, whereas with a private villa you're gonna get the entire villa. And so that's why I usually try to opt in for a private villa, but of course it depends on your comfort levels and what you're okay with and what you want out of your experience. But Bali really has it all for all different types of tastes, all different types of budgets. So definitely stay tuned. I will be making more videos like this, giving you some ideas on where to stay for your trip. And of course, if you have other ideas and other things you would like me to share from my experience living in Bali and traveling around Southeast Asia and other countries, definitely comment them down below. I would love to hear from you. Which villa was your favorite? Comment down below and let me know. And one thing I will say with Bali is I prefer to book my villas on Airbnb. I usually tend to find some of the best options for where to stay when I book on Airbnb, but I also look at booking.com or agoda.com. So it really just depends. But my go-to and my suggestion for you if you're looking to travel Bali and book a villa would be to check out airbnb.com, and they have some amazing villas. I will link down below. If you want to get some credit off of your trip, then definitely check out the link down below for your next booking. But yeah, so those are my top tips, and I'm really excited. Make sure you stay tuned for my next videos, and as always, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.